Welcome to Cutting Edge Web Content Development, the podcast where we delve into the world of CMS systems and their crucial role in website and web content development. In each episode, we'll explore the reasons why founders, CEOs, CTOs, and CMOs of web content development companies need CMS systems to thrive in the digital landscape. Get ready to uncover the secrets behind successful website management, content creation, and seamless user experiences. Here's your host, Jonathan Ames.
Welcome to Cutting Edge Web Content Development, a podcast by ButterCMS. Today we're joined by Darko Ivanoski, a seasoned senior SEO and professionally currently leading SEO at Nordics and Crypto at Gentoo Media. Darko is also the founder of One-on-One SEO. Welcome, Darko.
Thanks for having me, Jonathan. Appreciated being part of web content development for Cutting Edge.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your career. You've worked in some interesting industries, some very competitive ones, and maybe a couple of your favorite projects you've worked on.
I'm working in the gambling industry lately, which is definitely one of the top 3, or I would say top 5 most competitive niches on the search engine. So I work crypto gambling, crypto betting, and I worked traditional affiliate websites for casino specifically in the Nordic markets, Finnish, Swedish, Norwegian, and a bit of Danish. It's a very tight game, I would say, fighting there with sharks and whales in the search engines. Of course, it's one of the most revenue markets, I would say, in the gambling industry. Of course, we have the English market, which is the UK, and outside all the English-speaking countries. But when it comes to the European, I think that the Nordic countries are one of the most valuable, most revenuable, and with the highest player per value. So, when it comes to projects, I cannot specifically give the name of the websites that's against the SEO. But I would say that, lately I've experienced something interesting with one of the websites that we have. It's called UpGamble. We received an algorithm penalty. I would say that's an interesting story that we received. Usually we had a PR natural campaign from one agency blasting with many viral campaigns there. We had a topic about the dead NFTs, and that topic actually went viral when all the editors, all the journalists start writing about this, linking to our websites. But actually, from an SEO point of view, this was a bad influence and a bad action that Google gave to the website. Actually, wipe out all the visibility of the website for all the keywords that we are ranking. What happened? We actually shift the niche from crypto gambling to that NFTs. And Google that since realized that, this is something strange. It's happening in a very short period of time. You receive a lot of referring domains linking to you. It was everything natural. That's the main thing, because Google is saying, don't buy links. It's against the policy. It's against the rules. It's against the guidelines. Yes, we've done actually that. We've done natural PR campaign that went viral, and we received a very nice amount of strong domain links that not even you can buy, only journalists can write about you. And actually this backfired in a negative way. And we received, it was not written a manual penalty, but I think we received an algorithm penalty. We just completely lost visibility in Google Search Console. We lost visibility in Ahrefs, and we lost visibility in the SERPs. And of course, our revenue dropped on top of everything. So that was one of a hell of a story that I had. I never experienced. I'm 11 years SEO. I worked in multiple niches, not only in gambling, but this was something that for me, it was a first time experience.
Mm-hmm. How did you deal with that once you saw that Google would penalize you that way?
You cannot deal. You need to recover. So we started revamping everything from scratch. Actually, we are starting from the beginning. Revamping all the content, reducing all necessary content, all content that is shifting the topic. So we keep it more in topical authority instead of using diversity. So diversity lately, I think it's one of the biggest thing that Google is seeing. So if you're writing about crypto gambling, stick to that. Don't write about crypto in general. You have other websites or open a new domain that you're going to be with the informational topics about crypto the generic trading crypto or any type of related with the crypto industry, but not the gambling one or the betting one. So that was one of my first things that I've noticed. Still we are working on it. Still we are revamping. It takes a lot of time, a lot of work there. And I think that, we're going to have quite a lot to do.
Yeah. No, there is really an art to SEO. It is not simply a science of 1 + 1 = high rankings. It's constantly changing, and there are sometimes things that you could argue are mistakes that the search engines will make in cases like yours, where you get natural links and yet it will set off an alarm and they may penalize you for that. So let's talk about a couple of things you're going to focus on today. The helpful content update, we're going to go over that, and then we're going to go over user-generated content. So let's start with the helpful content update. So give us a quick overview of what that is for those who don't know it.
Yeah, I mean, the helpful content update, the first Google update for this, it was September 2023. So they started from that time. But actually, in the last Google update, which was March 2024, of course, they had one more in April that it was the parasite SEO. So the helpful content update was included into the broad core update, together with the spam, together with the link expire, together with the AI generated content, and so on and so on. And for the first time, they realized that they can use this as a part of the core update. When they started 2023 with the helpful content update, we realized that many websites are just writing content to rank for SEO, but not to satisfy the user. So actually, whenever you write a content, it's always good to think as a user instead of just checking keywords and how you can add those keywords in your content or add them in your metadata and try to rank with on-page SEO. I would say that that type of strategy, it's already that. So Google, from September 2023 and confirming with the latest on March 2024, officially, we can see that Google wants to see and prioritize helpful content, which means unique, satisfying the user intent, trusting, and helping. So if the users, they don't see a trust in the article or in the product that they're buying, playing, or whatever is going to be, depends on the niche, most probably they will bounce back. The user behavior is very crucial and correlates a lot with the helpful content update. So this is my point of view. And of course, a point of view of many other SEOs that you can see across the communities. Google still cannot precise what is exactly unique. So you need to get a feedback from your content while you are writing, while you are publishing, until it gets scrolled and indexed. You can see if that content will start ranking, will start getting some users, and the user behavior or the bounce rate will be, in a very good percentage, which means that Google will value that content and give you way better feedback, of course, even positive rankings, and push you to the top of the 10 results, at least in the SERPs, for the specific query that you are writing about. But if you are writing about topics that are not relevant to the topical authority, automatically they count as a non-helpful content. So I think that this helpful content, it was kind of a wiping out the internet of very bad websites, of very bad content. So, and it was for a month and a half. This is the longest Google update that's ever happened. I mean, at least in these 11 years that I'm working in the SEO industry, I never seen an update that was a month or month and a half. And also, it was another thing that with the helpful content that we realized, especially with this update, it was that they were targeting gambling content specifically. That's something that, usually they don't announce this, they announce sometimes for news, sometimes for health websites a long time ago, or automotive industries or medical, but never for the casino content. So I think that many cheeky players, I would say, in this industry, and most probably Google noticed that because many black hats, many gray hats is there that are using cheeky tactics to just rank to the top of Google, get some users, convert those users into revenue, and just disappear. Google doesn't want to see that, wants to see a brand, and the helpful content update, I think it's moving towards branding. So people to know you as a brand, to type your name of the website, to enter, and to start recognizing your valuable content and using your services.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really good points there. So it sounds like, you're looking now at indicators like bounce rate more as an indicator of your ability to comply with this helpful content update. And as far as, just definitions for those out there who don't know, black hat means people doing things in SEO that Google would consider unsavory, basically things that they don't want you to do.
Spam.
Yeah, and then gray hat.
There is a spam.
Yes, and gray hat would mean those who are kind of in between, who are doing things that maybe are not explicitly wrong, but are probably against the spirit of the law that Google's put out there. So that's what that means. Great info there. So, for instance, as far as helpful content, is content freshness a part of that? Like the idea that it's newer, so it's going to be more helpful?
Definitely. If Google sees that you didn't update your page for 2 years, for sure it's not helpful anymore. So they are not seeing as a relevant information. Definitely Google freshness, or I don't know, you have an affiliate website and you have a news section. Why the hell you need a news section on an affiliate website? You have news websites to work and deal with these things. Same story happened with the parasite SEO in the gambling industry. You can see the sun.co.uk, a big news publication, having a page, best casinos online in the UK, ranking number 1 for that. And casino-related websites are not ranking. You have news publication with just a page ranking there, which means that they crack the algorithm in a way that Google allows them for a period of time to rank there, but after a period of time, remove them. And they lost a lot of revenue. Also, they are selling the slots for these positions and for those, spots in the website for you to have a page. Google is using the domain rating, which is a very strong factor in the SEO ranking. And nowadays, I think that Google is becoming way more smarter than before. Of course, it's a new era. We have new tools. We have way more open sources where we can read. And of course, the content freshness definitely plays a big factor for the helpful content. You are up to date, which is a big task for the user.
So are there any strategies you use around content freshness? Like, do you have, if it's longer than this amount of time, it needs to be updated, or how do you kind of organize your thoughts on that?
You have evergreen pages, you have product pages, and you have news or blog pages. Of course, that if you want to keep up with the news, you need to keep up updating. You need to removing the content after a while. So keep them for 3-6 months, and then you can remove them, because new content it's coming up. When it comes to evergreen pages, of course, you can change the offers that you are promoting, the services. You can up to date the products that you are promoting. So the latest products or the latest information for that product, the latest feature, let's say, it's not outdated. So they can specifically find that on your website, and Google will give a positive feedback on this. So which means that people and content people or SEO people that are updating their websites constantly, actively, they taking care of it. Google will recognize that in a period of time and will give a positive feedback. Of course, try to provide as much as you can branding, to state that your experts are really doing this, give some rating factors, give some trust score factors where they can see that really you are reviewing those products specifically for affiliate websites. I can say, if you are an operator, of course, if you are not up to date, or if you are not promoting the latest games or the latest casinos or whatever it's going to be that you are providing as a operator, as a casino operator, then of course users will just bounce back and go play with another operator, which is way more trustworthy. Of course, legacy plays a big play in the game, I would say. So you have legacy operators that users are used to it. So it's something that correlates with the freshness, where you can update and wait for a Google to crawl again and index your page, and most probably you will get a positive ranking factor or a positive feedback. You are never 100%. So if an SEO tell you that it's 100% correct, most probably it's not an SEO, or it's trying to be an SEO. Yeah, you cannot be sure, because Google it's specifically the search engine. It's a binary system. It's an algorithm. Cannot recognize really freshness. So they choose metrics across the across the browser or across the search engine based on the metrics like the click-through rate, the bounce rate, the UX, how nice is the website, how easy navigational, easy to use for the users. All these metrics are really part of this freshness and how Google can recognize your website way better.
Really interesting. Yeah, I think it puts into play the idea that UX is not just about creating a good user experience. It also affects how many users you're able to bring in to have that experience, because Google is now looking at that click-through rates. The idea of how many are going to go from your page to somewhere else rather than just that one page and then gone. Yes. All right. This brings us to another topic. So user-generated content. So this is content that is made by your users. How do you manage and optimize that so that it helps your SEO instead of hurting it?
Yeah, I mean, in this industry, specifically gambling, the user-generated content, it was something that people were counting as a spam a long time ago. So if many SEOs or many web people that are in this industry, they will realize that a long time ago, they were low OBL comments, OBL comments. Yeah. Those low OBL comments, they were used to spam, to try to link from the comment section to your website and so on and so on. But after a period, Google realized that, listen, if we don't hear from the user that it's not using your product, how we know that the product is unique, it's trustworthy, it's valuable, and so on. And leads me to one question. I'm asking to everyone. I'm going to ask to you, Jonathan, as well. Are you going to ever buy our product from Amazon without reading the user reviews? Yeah. So Google wants to bring this back, not only for the e-commerce website. So even if it's an affiliate casino or a sports or a used car website, used cars for sale website, let's say, wants to see the reviews, the specifications of that product, the color of that product, if someone was using, how much they bought it, did they service a lot, or whatever it's going to be. What is the customer support behind this, and so on and so on. So with the latest Google March update, the user-generated content websites and the strong brand websites, they got rewarded big time. So Reddit, Quora, all the brands, they started popping up in the top 3, top 5 results for certain queries, even for long tail, long-term phrases, which is something that we never experienced before, which correlates to that Google wants to see, even for the casinos or affiliate websites in the casino and the sports industry, to promote their products with user-generated content. We would like to see users rating, trusting the actual product and giving an opinion. So how we are dealing, we are gathering the opinions. Of course, we would like to have even positive, even negative opinions. If a lot of negative opinions are there, or user-generated comments from the users, user reviews in this case, I would say that we don't need to promote that product anymore, or we need to speak to the actual operator or the product founder to inform that we are getting all these negative user reviews, if they can fix or if they can improve their product so we can continue promoting on our website. Because usually the affiliate websites in the casino and the sports industry are promoting the operators. So if the operator is not good, the user will give the opinion, and we know what to do. So it's something that Google wants to push this back. And I'm a fan of, honestly. I would like to say that more legit websites will be on the internet, instead of just having spammy websites and people, creating one-page website just for the sake of ranking, get some money, and then disappear. So all these things are in favor for the users, in favor for Google, of course, to recognize what means helpful content. The user-generated content is a very big factor, and it will be a very big factor of the helpful content update.
So as far as user-generated content, is there a difference between having user-generated content like these comments and reviews that you're talking about on your site, as opposed to a Quora or a Yotpo or some other third-party site where they're making comments about your brand? Is there a difference there?
I mean, you are having targeted users on your website. So it would be good the users to see the product page that it has review. I wouldn't add user-generated content to a news article, but I would add a user-generated content to the product page. As I said, if I'm buying a picture from Amazon, or let's say I buy anything from Amazon, I have only on the product. I don't have user reviews across the whole website. I have where is the product page. So I would improve and add those user-generated content to my product pages. I mean, it would be nice to have them, and also it's trustworthy. People knows which brands to play and where to spend their money.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're talking about placing these on the page that makes most sense, in this case, like a product page on your own site. Is there any effect to user-generated content off your site, but it's referencing your brand name?
I mean, they can reference our brand name or their brand name. That would be great. I mean, if someone writes about my website as a brand on Quora or Reddit and mentioning that they are on that specific website, you can find trustworthy operators or trustworthy products. Of course, that it's a big plus. You can see from strong publications or from strong user-generated comment websites like Reddit, Quora, and so on are promoting your brand. That would be just a plus. Like that, you will just gain your brand even more. So you are an affiliate website, but you are trying to become a brand as an affiliate website. So let's say casino.org, gambling.com, askgamblers.com, and so on. All of these are very old websites, very strong websites, and of course that they have rank system, trust system, rating system. Without these features inside, they cannot recognize which product is good, which product we need to promote. So the user-generated content is kind of a very interesting factor and very important factor for us as SEO and also for the users landing on our websites to give them a way better picture what to do and where to play in this case.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So we talked about reviews. What about other types of user-generated content? For instance, Amazon, you were using that as an example. They have their reviews. Often you'll have pictures or videos in there. Are those also helpful, or is that really just kind of noise?
I mean, I would say if there are correct images, proper images from the actual brand, when a user, us as reviewers, we have experts playing on the operator login, using the information from there, taking the proper images and the screenshots, speaking with the actual owner of the website or the team that can provide this material. So I would like to say that on our website, I would promote only legit things. I wouldn't come up with fake images. So most probably even Amazon is not doing that. I mean, of course, Amazon is a huge platform to compare with any affiliate website. But of course, I think even Amazon, they have, like these kind of restrictions, what you can approve to be uploaded. Of course, you cannot just upload anything on the product review or any image. Of course, must correlate with the name of the product that you are really promoting that. So you have like a kind of a trust checker. We have in-house people team that are doing these QAs, checks. They call them site managers, content managers that are constantly on the website, actively working and monitoring if everything is in line. If the iframe is working for the play demo, let's say, or if is it correct for that specific game? Are you promoting the exact casino that game it's able to be played there, and so on. So people are reading this content. Of course, if you want to buy a product, in this case, if you want to play online casino or bet on sports, of course you need to know the operator. You just don't go to random operator and you just deposit money. Of course, you cannot do that. Same story even with e-commerce website or any other affiliates websites.
Mm-hmm. Is this? I know years ago there was a big emphasis on rich snippets and showing your review stars in the SERPs, so that you could see that user-generated content right on the search results. Is that still something that's important?
I mean, in some industries, it's not even existing anymore. In some industries, it is still there. I think the e-commerce industry, mainly for the health, the weight loss industries, they have these rich snippets. Of course, you can get those rich snippets with schema implementation, which is something that can pop up and have the product there. But I think it's for specific industries. Gambling, rarely. I mean, they had like 2 years ago, but the emojis, the rich snippets, site links are still there, are existing, but mainly to the first or the second result for the specific query. not to all 10 results in the first page. So yeah, depends, of course, again, of the query. And then Google is deciding about these things. So it's not something that you can control. Of course, you can implement through schema, so you can get the stars and everything. But of course, the stars are correlates with the user trusting or rating that product. So if the users are not rating, let's say you are faking the users, until when you will fake? You cannot fake for life. You can fake 5, 10 reviews, let's say, but you cannot fake 200 reviews. Maybe someone is doing, but Google will recognize that. After a period, we'll pick it up. We'll see how authority you are. And if see something that it's tricky or scam, or you're doing not required things, I would say, or not trustworthy things, then I'm not sure if it's going to give you a positive feedback on it. So yeah, with the rich snippets, still you can see them somewhere in some niches, not across multiple niches, but as I said, I'm seeing in health, weight loss, Shopify websites that they are promoting mainly e-commerce for let's say skincare or beauty. Ratings are still there.
Yeah. So, all right, here's a good question. Most of the people out there, they aren't able to necessarily keep up with all of these changes that are happening to the algorithm. What would you suggest to them are the best ways to stay abreast of at least the most important ones?
I mean, to be up to date to the industry, you need to follow communities. You need to follow LinkedIn communities, Facebook communities. You need to follow Rand Fishkin, I would say, as one of the good gurus in the SEO industry long time ago. Of course, you have even youngsters that are very good one now. After a period, we had a couple of SEO gurus. Of course, we have Bart from Search Engine Round that it's always giving an update when we have some, ranking fluctuations, unannounced Google update or announced Google update. So, and we follow what Google is providing. Usually even John Miller, it's providing information from Google, what needs to be applied. Not always we can follow everything and take for granted, because of course Google will never give you 100% truth. I mean, everybody will be an SEO and will rank. So we try to learn the algorithm. We try to keep up to date to see what changed with the latest update, as we are discussing helpful content, user-generated content, expired domains. They don't want to see anymore. They don't want to see parasite SEO, unrelated websites to rank for unrelated terms. So to keep them nested into the niche. So Google is kind of doing all these algorithm changes all the time, frequently, sometimes even 4 or 5 times per year. Lately, especially in the latest year, and I would say in the previous 2-3 years, like started quite often showing Google updates and launching new stuff. So you need to be up to date. So from one update, if you got hit, let's say, to recover, of course you need most probably to go to the next update to see everything that you was doing wrong. It's giving you what you need to do so you can make it right. And just we are saying in the SEO world, pray for the next update. If Google will recognize your website and give you a boost. It's quite a hectic world that we are living as SEOs. It's a very science fiction, I would say, a complicated digital marketing branch. One of the most complicated. And we are just working based on the algorithm. Of course that we are using some gray tactics somewhere just to test it out, not on a legit website, just to see if it's working, if Google is really trustworthy, what they're saying, what they're giving you as recommendations. So that's the most important, to keep up to date. Of course, sometimes can be wrong, but if you are smart, 90%, 95%, and you follow properly, of course, consult with other SEO people, what they think. It's always a matter of discussion. That's why the SEO communities are very important when it comes to these things. They discuss different opinions. My website got wiped out from a natural PR campaign. The other guy shared that from the best brand website on the planet, he just synced completely with zero traffic after the Google update. Yeah, things are happening. Sometimes Google is doing even to websites that they were doing everything correct. You don't know. So sometimes it's a pick and choose. People are saying, but I was not following the algorithm. Maybe this algorithm, your website was picked to be manually checked, and maybe they spotted some things that you are not doing right. Maybe you didn't have EAT in place, no expertise, no authority there, no legit things in the footer. Very small, basic things that you were not recognizing because you were in the loop. You were excited that everything is going okay, but suddenly can go wrong. I've experienced many upside downs in the SEO with my websites, with clients' websites, with the websites that I'm working in the company. It's a quite fluctuation industry.
Yeah, great advice, Darko. I mean, one thing with SEO you really have to understand is that it isn't a science. There is an art to it. It's constantly changing, and you're trying to understand that. And so whatever SEO you're working with, just understand that there's going to be, to get good results, you're going to have to try new things, which means sometimes you're going to get it wrong. It's just the way it goes. All right. So I always ask this of all my guests, Darko, if you could go back in a time machine, talk to your younger self when you were just starting your career, what one piece of advice would you give that you know now, but you didn't know then?
Yes, honestly, me coming from a music background and football background, I never touched laptop in my life, actually. So I am a graduated mechanical engineer of ecology, energy and ecology, sustainable energy. I graduated 2012. So honestly, I don't have any working experience, just a practical experience in some companies while I was studying. And then I realized, it just clicked to my friend. He just called me. I was still in Macedonia. I was not based in Malta. I was living there. And he just told me like, listen, man, my friend is just writing a content on a website and it just ranks, brings some commissions through revenue. I mean, just throwing words to me like, because I didn't know what means the website, what means that where you write the content, what means WordPress as a CMS, nothing. I'm sorry. And I was like, okay, let me come to your place. So I just went to my friend's place. We just started talking, speaking with his friend, actually, that I remember he was ranking for T25 review, a keyword for a product of bodybuilders. He had, then I realized what means affiliate and ClickBank. That was my first platform, affiliate platform that I get in touch. It was ClickBank. Not me specifically, my friend. I was just a follower. I was the execution guy. Do this, do this, do this. Yeah. And I was like, okay, let's see how it goes. Then we bought our first domain. Then I realized what means web hosting. And then I started actually my career in affiliate for web hosting. I was ranking for HostGator, Bluehost, GoDaddy, Coupon Review, all these keywords. I would say transparent because it was like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Of course, it's a very competitive niche at the moment. If you just check, of course, it's a revenue niche, but it's a extremely competitive, trustworthy, first-hand experience. The reviews needs to be written there. So people can, and Google can recognize this. So I started with the affiliate in web hosting. Then I used to work and I was ranking for Kristina Pimenova. It was one small, beautiful girl from Russia. And we brought 1.2 million traffic to our website. We were ranking number one for a massive amount of searches. She was so popular. And we had a dating affiliating millionaire match and AdSense that time. So AdSense that time was working quite fine. We made interesting amount of money per month. We were making interesting amount of money per month with a website. Still, I think it's existing, womendailymagazine.com. It was a website for women. That was a website of my friend. I just helped him with the SEO. Long time ago, SEO was way more cheaper to do some technical on-page and even off-site SEO, to have some peers, to have some guest posts that time that they used to work for a very cheap amount of money, like for a very small amount of money. You can get some more links, so you can have some off-site SEO at that time. We were trying to check Google wherever it can. So even with on-page SEO, we were doing writing content. So it was interesting time, 2013, even 14. I was just working on these websites with my friend. Then we got a client, I think, from the UK. It was for used cars for sale. That was one of my, I think, the biggest achievement that time. I was ranking third position in UK for 100K search volume keyword, used cars for sale for the whole UK, car supermarket UK, and then we start locally, car supermarket Manchester, car supermarket Liverpool, and so on and so on. It was a website worth Force of Winsford. I think it's North England, something like that. They were based there. They started selling cars like crazy when they started, getting a lot of users first on the third position. And then they started selling cars big time. And I was like, okay, this is working. And in the meantime, even for the affiliate web hosting, we started getting some 5 figures per month from commissions. Like we started getting 100 to 200 commissions from a HostGator coupon keyword. It was very interesting keyword, even GoDaddy coupon. We were starting getting commission. And then first time I realized when my friend called me at 4 a.m., man, you need to come to my place. I was like, what happened? You need to come to my place. I was like, man, it's 4 a.m. Man, something else is happening. We went there. We saw the number that we received the commission, and we realized that, okay, users are coming to search engines. Then we realized what means SEO and what means for you to rank in the top 3, top 1, or top 5, let's say maximum results, how you can convert your targeted users if you serve them good content. And we just continue doing this. Then we got a new client from the automotive industry. I think it was for car repairs, car services keywords. And I don't know, then I moved to work for an agency as an SEO manager. Of course, some health, weight loss, skincare, beauty industry. Then I was working for a tech niche as well, for a phone tracker, GPS phone tracker, and so on and so on. It was very interesting. Then I moved to Netherlands for a short period. I was a freelancer, still working on this project as client-based. Then I moved to 2016. I moved to Malta. I was working for yacht rental, boat rental keywords company. That was interesting as well. Yeah, mainly in Europe, but they were based in Malta. But they were targeting this summer destination in Europe. And I had some consulting in between. Then I joined to another visa websites agencies. So I started ranking for visa for New York visa, visa for Boston or whatever. So yeah, where you can, they were a third party agency, collaborating with the government. So it was a very good experience that you can rank there for EFTA visa keywords and so on and so on. What else? I think that's it, roughly, shortly. And then I moved to the gaming.
Well, yeah, tell us about just Gentoo Media, where you work right now. Tell us just basically who they are and where people can find them, and then maybe one-on-one SEO that you do for yourself. Where can people find you there?
Yeah, so Gentoo Media recently happened. Gentoo Media, it was the Geek Media part of the Gaming Innovation Group. So Gaming Innovation Group was a big company. Geek Media was part of it. Of course, they had platform, they had sports books, they had white labeling, and so on, product, softwares, and so on. So they split. I think it was a year and a half ago. Don't get me wrong. I don't know the time specifically. They split, and the split, I think, will be done completely by end of this year when it comes to even email, softwares, or whatever, internal split. But officially, Gentoo Media started from May and April, May. We moved to this. Gentoo means penguin, one of the fastest, reliable, the strongest penguin on the planet. Yeah. So yeah, we are Gentoo Media, of course. And they were doing affiliate casinos, affiliate sports. We are the second, we won, I think, the first best casino affiliate on ICE London. I think it was previous year. We got the first position and we got the award for it. So they were always affiliate. So they just split. And because of the split, we cannot use any more Geek. So they come up with a new name. And eventually, we are already a separate company from Gaming Innovation Group. Gaming Innovation Group stays as it is, just without the media part. And that, yes, we do pure affiliate within the crypto, sports, and casino industry, especially where I am. That's Gentoo shortly. And I'm very happy that they moved to this. So yeah, we opened a new office in Valencia. We have an office in Copenhagen, and we have an office in Malta. and Belgrade. So in the meantime, before changing to Gentoo Media, we acquired a couple of acquisitions they've done. They acquired Us Gamblers, John Slots, and New Casinos, and they acquired after that even Cafe Rocks Media, the whole media. So many people, they stayed with us from Cafe Rocks Media. Of course, they continue with their work just under us. Time to Play is there, which is one of our strong websites. And of course, in Belgrade, we kept the employees as well, together with Us Gamblers. Us Gamblers, one of the best leading casino affiliate on the planet, most probably top 3 in the world. And it's very good to combine the forces with this acquisition, including our publishing media business. So it's something that now we are bigger and stronger.
Oh, that's great. Tell me, as far as one-to-one SEO, one-on-one SEO, where can people find you online? How can they connect with you there?
I mean, oneonOneSEO.com. They can find me through LinkedIn. They can find me directly on the website. They can reach out on email or just send me a message. I have the contact there on the website. And this website I just created on my own in Elementor. I remember in WordPress with my friend. We were just hanging and I was like, man, so many people are asking us for SEO services. So many people are asking us to teach them SEO, how to do it, to help them, and so on and so on. And I was like, why we don't create a website where we can coach and also consult people? Who wants consulting? We can use it hourly rates, but who wants coaching, which was my main goal actually, coaching people one-on-one. That's why it's called one-on-one SEO. The behind of this is that I am doing one-on-one with the actual person through Skype or in person, depends where it's based. And I'm preparing the guy from 0 to 100 to be an SEO, at least a junior SEO that can apply for a SEO job. Of course, I'm issuing a certificate from this. I'm not a company, but I'm just a one-man guy, one-man show. So presenting all of this and coaching. Of course, I'm providing case studies on my website. All the case studies are real. Whatever you check there, everything it's true. So all those reviews that you are seeing there from the people, it's trustworthy. No fake reviews there. People that really I was training them. They really started junior jobs or SEO specialists somewhere in certain companies. They got some interviews for a job opportunities. So I wanted to help people. I am very passionate about SEO. I really enjoy this that I'm doing, and I was like, I can help youngsters or even elder people that are starting in this industry to give them a guide, to give them a knowledge, and help them sell themselves with the knowledge that they're gonna earn. If you are eager, if you are consistent in this industry, you can succeed. Otherwise, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Well, the site is the number one SEOtraining.com. So if you want to connect with Darko there, you want some SEO training, just build up your skill set, that's where you find them. Yeah. Thanks so much, Darko. Really appreciated you taking that time to go through some of these updates, some of the stories, and even sharing the experiences where it was bad. Those are really helpful because all of us, as we're trying to figure out the Google algorithm, we're learning from other people. And so it's helpful, both the good and the bad. Yeah,
that's SEO. We learn between us, between the community. Yeah, that's the best approach. And when it comes to the website, it's number one on numberoneseo.com without training. So yeah, that's the website where everybody can reach out to me. And of course, that I'm glad to help if I can. Now, specifically with the amount of time, I'm very limited when it comes to this SEO coaching, but still I'm doing for the really people that are very eager to learn this.
Excellent. Thanks so much for coming on the podcast, Darko. Appreciate it.
Cutting Edge Web Content Development is brought to you by ButterCMS. To find out how you can build better with Butter, stop wasting dev time, and free your marketers from your legacy CMS, visit ButterCMS.com. Also, make sure to search for Cutting Edge Web Content Development in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, or anywhere else podcasts are found. Make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. On behalf of the team here at ButterCMS, thank you for listening.